Hello, good morning, happy Monday. Hello, Astra. How are you doing today? Hopefully, you all had a great weekend. Hello, Corbob. Hello, Isitsu. How are you both doing too? So I was looking at where we left off, and I remember that one of the last things that I said about this project was, oh, I think we might have to do a merge or something like that. We have delta objects which are based upon previous objects, which is gonna be something. Hello, Albert. How are you doing too? Oh, and in other news, I'm slowly going through. I'm getting maybe slightly faster, but still not too fast. Going through videos. So I've got processed a couple videos. We're caught up to January now. So I don't think I've done even the first week of January fully yet, but the first Docker videos are gonna start coming out this week. So that's good. You're implementing a basic version of TCSH, a shell. Oh, T-shell. I was forced to use T-shell for a little bit because there was something I needed to write a script in for that. I don't remember what it was anymore. But yeah, T-shell is, I know a lot of people really like it. Or at least a lot of people liked it back in when I was a sysadmin. It can execute commands from path, current working directory, and concd. You're implementing environment variable management. Nice. Excellent. That sounds like a lot of fun. I saw new shell came back into the zeitgeist, as it were. And so I might add that to my list of things to check out and think and consider. So that'll be something fun. All right. Now, let's jump back into this. So what are we working on? It's this clone repo in our Git client in Rust. And so we want to be able to just do a basic clone. And if we take a look at our logs, the most recent run through that we did, okay, so it ran my Git clone and it cloned this. Now it seems to clone one of 3 random projects, so I can't really I can't get it to pass 100% of the time if I hard code it to a specific project. It has they did their work here. Okay, so it initialized a Git directory. It then does all of this stuff, and then we panic at corrupt deflate stream, which I think who was it that was also working on this? Isitsu, was this you? Somebody was working on this at the same time as me and ran into the same problem with the delta stuff, which was specifically type 7 types. Okay, so it was you. Oh, and we're not recording videos today. I can turn that off. Where is my Nightbot? Timers, disable. All right. Where's my chat again? There you go. Okay, yeah. So it was you. All right. So we need to figure out how far we got, where we went with this. We don't seem to have anything printed out here, which is, I mean, kind of makes sense. So I guess we'll run this. So let's see, if we do a cargo run, the most recent thing. Okay, so we were actually using git sample 3 as our example here. And if we try to create this, okay, so we get a little bit better information here. It panicked at source init.rs. Line 5. Oh, create directory. Probably because the directory already exists. Yeah, already exists. Okay, so that was a different message than they got, but they don't do it with into a folder that already exists. Okay, so here we go. Attempting to handle ref data, attempting to handle OFS data, which are two different types of deltas. And I believe the OFS delta is the one. Oh, I can't remember anymore. It's one of them. Third main panicked. Okay, so it's just main that panicked. I might have to turn on rest backtrace 1 so that I can get a little bit better information. Because if we go to main and we head to line 53, we're pretty much just going to say run the clone function, and then go ahead here. So what do I want to do to? We have a couple. You know what? We can just turn on a rest backtrace. Nope, not 0. Turn you on. Okay, let's put get sample 3 into get sample 3. And let's see, the first time it references our function, our code, that's the one we want to look at. So this is all stuff like in panicking. I probably should change this into an expect instead of an unwrap. Okay, so here's main. Oh, so it's backwards then. It's the last one. No, wait. Oh, so we have, oh no, but this is all inside Tokyo stuff. Okay. So I want in my code, please. This is, you know what? This would be a lot easier to read if I made this full screen. Okay, so here's my code, but that's just main, so that's not helpful. All these are in cargo, so they're in Tokyo. And then main. Okay, so that's not helpful. All right, so we know that it's in. We know it's in here. So if we search for every unwrap, oh, there's literally only one unwrap. Let's change this to an expect and put a message in here. Okay, so this is getting commit bytes. And I bet that's exactly what this is. Let's also turn off a rust backtrace because that's just a lot of noise. No, okay. That wasn't it. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, we know that it's not create directory. It could potentially be, okay, we know that, okay, so we got the initialize get directory. So we knew that this worked. Attempting to handle ref delta, which I believe is okay. So here's the attempting to handle OFS delta, attempting to handle ref delta, in which I'm literally doing nothing with those. So those happen. And then it panics. So if we come and find out, where are you referenced? Right here. Oh, okay. So I think I know what's going on is because the size of these are dynamic. Then when it tries to do something else, it's going to fail now. You'd panic instead of ePrint line there? Which one? Where did I put ePrint line? Oh, in here, panic instead of this? Yeah, that probably works. Panic. So that will panic at attempting to handle ref data. So I believe what's going on. Yashar, hello. How are you doing today? I believe that was what's going on is that we're reaching the part of the file that has delta stuff. And it looks like we actually we get both types. And then we just try to go back to normal stuff, and then it fails because the spacing's all off. So we're attempting, okay, so we're matching on object type. So we basically get our read type and size. So we figure out what the type is. If it's a type, if it's a type like 1, it's a commit. If it's type 2, it's a tree. 3, a blob. 4, a tag. All those are normal and easy for us to handle. The problem then comes in that eventually we hit one of these, OFS or ref or both deltas. And then we need to figure out how to handle those. And I think that's what we were researching last time. And I don't think I put in... Oh, wait, no, I literally put in instructions for myself here. Implement using delta instructions at, and then this, okay. So we left ourselves a note. Get internals part 2 pack files. Oh, right, and then we have inside of here, we have deltas. Undeltified objects, which is what we've already been handling, this commit, tree, blob, and tag. Deltified objects, okay. So far, we've seen how to find an object in a pack file and read its compressed representation. However, we're still missing the main motivation for pack files, being able to save space by storing one object in terms of another. This is where the offset delta and hash delta object comes in. So I believe that what we're going to start getting is like parts of a file as opposed to the full file. I think. We're going to find out. That's my guess. The idea of a deltified object is simple. The object is formed by combining chunks copied from a base object with new data. Ideally, the two objects are very similar, in which case only a few large chunks need to be copied and little new data needs to be specified. The only difference between the offset delta and hash delta types is how the base object is specified. A hash delta uses the object's 20-byte hash, where an offset delta specifies its position in the same pack file. using yet another variable length int encoding, this is where I think we're getting messed up, is this one. The offset representation is shorter and makes it easier to locate the base object, but doesn't allow for base objects outside the pack file. We'll start by decoding the offset of an offset delta. So we're first crashing on attempting to handle ref delta. So this one, which is type number 7. Okay, so we'll start by decoding the offset of an offset delta, which do we remember what type? Let's see, is like get internals. There's the plumbing and porcelain, and there was something in here about the types. Maybe like somewhere in Delta. Oh, get pack. I wonder if the book has information on this. Okay, so we have pack files, which gives us, that's what we want. Now we're on transfer protocol. I don't think the ref spec is what it is, but I could be wrong. I apparently did not bookmark this like I should have. Okay, it's also going to be in this document somewhere. Oh, it's literally right here. So yeah, so type 1 is a commit, type 2 is a tree, type 3 is a blob, type 4 is a tag, type 6 is an offset delta, and type 7 is the hash delta. So if we're getting, okay, hash delta is what we're getting. So they name it hash delta here, and then in the get book or get reference, it was called ref delta. Okay, so they're doing offset delta first, I think. Yeah, so we'll start doing the offset delta, which is this OFS delta, so offset delta, which is not the one we're crashing on. So I wonder if we should start with the other ones. We can at least get a little bit further into our code. Okay, so after the offset or hash of the base offset, both deltafied representations contain a zlib compressed stream. So at some, okay, And that compressed stream is probably where we're crashing. Oh, and I think now the first thing for offset, it uses a variable length integer similar to size encoding. However, of course, it's an opposite order because of course it is, which is technically more efficient, but it's also like it's also like a new thing we have to do. Offset is we're going to go into the same file to look at something, but the other one I think is 20 bytes. A hash delta. Okay, so a hash delta uses the object's 20 byte hash, whereas an offset delta specifies its position in the same pack file. The offset representation is shorter, makes it easier to locate the base object, but doesn't allow for base objects outside the pax file, so the one we're crashing on right now is the latter. It's the hash delta. Which my guess is that the next byte is going to start with 1, and that's how we know what it is. If it's a 1, well, I guess we already know that, right? Because we know it's a type 7. Oh, so we probably just wanted to get 20 bytes, and let's print that out, which should be the 20 byte hash. Ooh, but do we have the hash? Or do we have the rest of the stream? Can I get another 20 bytes out of here? We have the cursed pack file, right, which is a cursor wrapped around a pack file. Okay, so if I pass that in, which is what I'm doing in the other ones, that's fine. So if I hand you the cursed pack file, which that's the wrong one. What are you reading? Cursor R. Okay, so it's a cursor R, and then the R is this read and as ref. Okay. So maybe before we do our panic, so let's implement this as a to-do instead. Let's try to get the next 20 bytes from this. So that this is gonna be the hash of this will be the cursed pack file. I want to I don't want to transform it. I want to read, can I read, pull some bytes from the source into the specified buffer. Oh, this is probably, yeah, this is what I need to do. So only related because we said maybe before we panic. Have you seen the interview with the senior Rust developer? I don't think I have. Is it like I hope it's a comedy skit based upon what you're saying. I let my threads panic for pleasure. Oh, fun. there are so many bad, is it even puns? Bad I don't know what the right word to explain that is. There's so many of those that are like really terrible, but also like dad level humor all throughout programming. Like it's great. Okay, you haven't seen the actual video, you just watched the Primogen's reaction to it. Yeah, that'll be great. I'll take a look at it after the stream. Okay. So we need a mutable hash, which is going to be equal to, we're going to stuff you, which, so you're going to be a U8, right? So I want a 0, and we want 20 of them. Do cursed pack file read and hand it in the buffer. You're gonna need to return a result, which I don't know what that result is yet, so I'll just do that. Okay, so now you know you're going to be U8s. I would love to convert. Can I, with the hash like this, print that out? Will hex work with this? It's like hex encodes as a string the hash. I think this will work. Okay, so if we try to get those 20 bytes out, do we get them? We do. Okay. Now the question is this a commit? Like what does this represent? Before I look at the book, my guess is this is a commit or a file, a blob. This might be a blob. Which, to be fair, is the entire video just with him pausing and interjecting. I mean, that sort of makes sense. I've always, like, I've watched some React videos in the past where the reactors just sort of watch it, and then maybe after it's done, they'll talk about it. I do feel that like pausing in the middle to like discuss things as they're happening is more powerful, like a lot better. At least for me when I'm viewing it, because like, hey, I want to like reference that one thing. I want to have it in my memory, not like to have the entire thing in my memory and then chat about it. Okay, so if we take this, let's start with going to get sample 3, which is I think what we're using here. We have 2 commits. These are the 2 commits. We have 23F and then B52. This starts with 614A. So not any of those. Okay. But it could be a blob, right? Now, I want to say like you can get to blob and then put in a hash. Is that something you can do with GitHub? Kind of. It went to a tree, but it didn't like this. Yeah, it auto redirected me to get sample 3 tree. Now, if I were to, let's do a real clone on this. Nope, that's the, what's move? H. Oh, you don't have any of the things yet because it's just pack and info. Oh, interesting. I would have thought that it would have put objects in here. If I try to get right tree. Oh, that still doesn't create the objects. I thought for some reason we're supposed to have that in here. And not just info and pack. I thought we'd start seeing, well, that's gonna make it harder to sort of like see where this comes from. I don't want to have to do a get blob create or create file or whatever it is. You know, there's been a whole thing recently on some React videos not really being anything more than just a video with a camera overlay and that's it. That is very disingenuous, but the actual reaction and stopping and commenting I think is additive and in the spirit of fair use. Yes, I agree with that. The other one is like, if you watch something and somebody doesn't like stop it at all and you just watch it, you essentially have no reason. There's no value or reason to now go to that other person's channel and watch their videos. But if you're stopping it and doing all that stuff, I really kind of think it assumes then, oh, you should go watch the original video first, then come back here and then we're going to review it. Then I kind of like that idea more. Okay, So we have the pack files. Info doesn't have anything in it. I believe that this is some kind of blob, right? Now, okay, what if I try to get? Oh, what if I try to get? Were we using Insomnia? Yes, we were, because we have this entire thing. Okay, so if I do our ref discovery, which I think I've now done these backwards. I think this was supposed to be ref discovery, but whatever. Okay, so if I say I don't want this one anymore, I now want this thing. And then this is, oh, that's why it's learning. Okay, so it's the wrong one. I want to get this. So, okay, github.com, CodeCrafters, get sample 3, get upload pack. So if I send you, ooh, I get something. I get this back. Okay. It's another pack file. Now, if I do our ref discovery, so if we do get sample 3 again, this is the only thing we get back, right? Is this, and we, let's see. That's our size. Okay, then 23F, this is our hash, and so we initially get this, and that gets us that. And then through this, we discover, hey, we have this thing. You reference this thing in the pack. Please now give me this. And I get it. Okay. That's a thing. Okay, that is definitely a thing. All right, so where do I get the pack? Okay, so I do a clone, and we do an init. Oh, right. So we have discover references, and then we have the get commit. And get commit gives me the hash and the repo URI. Okay, so I want to do this again, and I get the bytes back. So get commit. So I wonder if this actually is a commit then, or if this is something else. Okay, get commit. We're going to pass it the commit hash, which is a stir. So, okay. And then the repo URI. So I need that here too. Now, where do we have that? Young Mogul, hello. How are you doing today? You seriously salute dedication. You're up to the mark, even least of audience is watching you. Keep up the good work. Thank you. Yeah, a lot of people watch on the VODs afterwards, and then I'm hoping that me doing the new cuttings of videos and like making it a little bit smaller. So I'm trying to like about an hour each video from the live streams. That means there's like 6 or 7 VOD videos from each day is going to make it more approachable and even more can find it. But yeah, no, I totally understand that like a lot of people can't watch live, especially the entire thing. So I try to make it easy to find it later. Now, where is... We have target directory, but that's not right. Oh, it's just URI. Okay, so we just have the URI, and we're in the same directory. So URI. Okay. Git commit. Oh, now we have the URI. Can I find... Oh, because your repo URI. We will await question mark u to get our bytes, and that should be the something it's a pack file, right? It's a pack file here, so I should get this. So I should be able to print out the first however many bytes of this. What is this? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12. So I should be able to get 12, maybe 13 of these. Okay, so I guess like give me the header. Who knows? I want to slice 0 through like 13. And then we're going to debug hex encode. This is encode is right? I guess I'll encode it first. I don't know if that's actually right. What are you upset about? Wait, oh, you need to be async function, okay. Unused, okay, so you need to be await and question mark here anyways. It's all good, so we should be able to run you again. Okay, so our header is this. 30, 30, 30, which I believe that's the 0, 0, 0, and then 8. So 0, 0, 0, 8. Okay, that's good. So I should... Oh, and there's the null. There's a null right there. Okay, so if I do this down by 1. So instead of 13, give me 12. And then I want the stir from. Maybe was it string from bytes? Oh, from UTF-8. Yeah, that's right. Is that right? From UTF-8 header. Oh, it's stir from, isn't it? Isn't there a way to do this? Let's see. You wanted to let me know that if I were to teach Rust by creating a full straightforward short form tutorial and also YouTube shorts as well, what's your opinion on this? Yeah, I've been experimenting a little bit with some shorts, mostly just like listening through to the live streams and like anything interesting and then just grabbing those out. So some of them are just sort of interesting, funny things, but some of them I think are more educational type stuff. I do want to do like a full teaching Rust from like the basics, like as your first language type thing. I feel that I need more stuff set up for myself before I can do it right. Because I don't think I'm going to do it very well if I just try to jump into it now. But it's on the plan. I have it on the horizon. It's so I have a internalized, what is it called? Roadmap to get there eventually. And like I'm doing like the Docker course right now is like something that's needed to like help with some of the other courses. So like I am ramping up my course creation too, so that's happening a lot faster. Thank you. And I hope that once we get it, it'll be good. It'll actually help a lot of people. All right. Where did I go to? I'm in here. Oh, right. Okay, so I need to create this from a string. I've forgotten this so many times. Why did I forget this? I thought it was like stir from, right? Oh, there's no stir from. Okay. You know what? This is just testing, right? So it doesn't really matter. Thank you, Young. You're much disappointed that there is no hot dog stand theme for Helix. Is a hot dog stand theme an actual thing? Like, is that a thing for other, like, standard stir from ITF8? You invented a new function. Wait, so that doesn't exist? When I saw that, I was like, I really want that to exist. Oh, that's what it was. I have to go from standard stir from for, okay. If I go just stir from, it doesn't get it. If I go from standard stir from UTF-8, that does work, because of course it does. And I can dereference header. And then I think that gets it. And so then I want, let's grab that. And we're going to debug the header. Okay. Oh, it's a bright red and yellow theme. That would be impossible to use. Let's see. Restream is my coding assistant while streaming. I wouldn't say it's a coding assistant necessarily. I'm using Restream, so I'm streaming to Restream, and then Restream is streaming out separately to Twitch and to YouTube at the same time. So that's what I'm using it for. There's a VS Code one. It's a throwback to Windows 3.11. I wasn't coding back then. Like I never did any code. I didn't even really sort of like understand what that was at that time when I had Windows 3.11. But I do remember Windows 3.11. Okay, here we go. This is exactly what we were expecting. Okay, so we have the 0008. So this is the length. So we have 8 NAC, new line pack, which I always love how like the size includes the size. So it's like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So the first line is 8. And then we start with pack, and then there's a null right after it, and then the pack starts. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, I don't know how to make the chat thing work again, and something I can try to do. Where is it? Not Restream. Where's my YouTube? There's YouTube Studio. Content live. Give me that. Okay, so go live here too. Can I pop out chat? Stop. Pop out chat. Okay. That is big. No, I want this actually popped out chat. Okay, so you close that. Come on, stop. Oh, I can't go any smaller than this. So if I were to put you up here, is that that looks not readable. That's too small, is it? Nope. Don't do that. So I do something like this. I should probably, you know what? I should probably figure out how to set up something to maybe like OBS or something through the screen capture. That would be cool. Then I can do a little bit more setup of this. So instead of you being full screens, I can like go like this here. And I know there's been some requests for me to like pop out the chat, so let me do that to this chat too, because I don't have that set up anymore in my other OBS. Pop out this chat. That becomes really big. You become the same size here. You start here, and then you go down to this. Then I don't, yeah. Something like that. Can I make that go away? Oh, I can do this. Yeah. Also, now you can see the incoming ad breaks of when they're gonna happen. I can see that a little bit easier too. Yeah. So no, I've got YouTube chat up above, but now I have them both on the same screen, and you can actually just see them next to me. So I do have it on my task list to figure out the overlays and like redo them a little bit, especially now that I have like multiple chats to look at. We have to figure out something. But that's a neither here nor there problem. So we'll do that in a little bit. But okay, ad break starts in around 4 minutes, and that ad break is on Twitch only because reasons. So now you can see the Twitch chats. Sorry, YouTube chat, I put less lines for you, but we have less people chatting on YouTube. If more of you chat on YouTube, I will update that. I could probably just turn off Restream bot at this time if you're watching each other on stream. Which, let me do that really quickly. Nope, I am not apparently logged in to Restream. And I don't have my 2FA set up right now. So, okay, never mind. I am not doing that. Okay, cool. Where were we? Right, so we have a pack file. So this, who knows, is a pack file. We're able to get the header from this, but now I create a pack file with the commit and ignore the first 21. Oh, I wonder, okay. No, I get everything but the first. But the last 21? No, I send it from 0 to 21? Oh, and then I could create a new cursor around the pack file. Oh, interesting. Okay, so let's try this. Let's take you. So I want, this is the pack file bytes. And this is just going to be pack file like metadata. Meta. We're going to do pack file. So instead of commit, we're going to get pack file bytes. Okay, so hash pack file bytes for this, pack file metadata, pack file bytes. And then I should be able to now debug the pack file meta, and we should be able to see what this is. So if I run this now, there you go. We have our header, signature pack, version 2, object count 1. There's only one object in here. Perfect. Okay, cool. Okay, I think we can work with this. So the next thing that we're able to do, now we create a cursor around this, but I'm not 100% convinced that I need this. Oh, because we can maybe find what type this is. All right. I think the ads are starting any second now. I want to take a quick break. Go grab another water or drink, I guess. Probably not water, because my previous drink got cold, and it's too cold down here to drink cold water stuff. So I'm gonna take a super quick break, and I will be back shortly. And if I can find Zilby, I'll bring him down too, as consolation for taking a quick break. So I will be right back.